Welcome, everybody. Today, we're embarking on a journey to explore the profound wisdom of Native American cultures. For centuries, these communities have lived in harmony with nature, passing down their insights through generations. Their proverbs, steeped in tradition and respect for the earth, offer timeless truths that resonate deeply with the human spirit. These aren't just quaint sayings, they're powerful life lessons woven into words. Each proverb is a window into a worldview that honors balance, respect, and a deep connection to the natural world. We're going to delve into 25 of these proverbs, uncovering their hidden depths and discovering how they can guide us towards a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Get ready to open your hearts and minds. These words hold a power that can shift perspectives, inspire change, and remind us of the simple yet profound truths that bind us all. Let's begin, shall we? Our first proverb is a powerful call to action. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Think about that for a moment. It's about legacy and the choices we make today. Are we leaving them a world brimming with beauty and opportunity? This proverb challenges us to see ourselves as caretakers. It's a call to consider the long-term impact of our actions. This next proverb takes us deeper into the heart of sustainable living. Take only what you need and leave the land as you found it. This simple statement speaks volumes about living in harmony with nature. It's about respecting the delicate balance of the ecosystem, recognizing that our actions have consequences. It's a call to mindful consumption, to resist the urge to take more than what is rightfully ours. Think about it. How often do we accumulate more than we need, driven by desire rather than necessity? This proverb challenges us to examine our own habits, to ask ourselves if we're taking more than our fair share. It's a reminder that true abundance comes not from amassing possessions, but from living in balance with the natural world. When we take only what we need, we leave enough for others, both human and animal. We ensure that the resources we rely on will be available for generations to come. This proverb isn't about deprivation. It's about living with intention, appreciating the interconnectedness of all things, and ensuring that our presence on this earth is a positive one. Isn't this proverb just profound? The frog does not drink up the pond in which he lives. It's like a whisper from centuries past, reminding us of a simple yet profound truth. The Native Americans understood that we are part of this earth, not apart from it. The frog needs the pond to survive. It's his home, his sustenance, his everything. And what does he do? He takes only what he needs, leaving enough for the pond to thrive. This, my friends, is the heart of conservation. It's about recognizing that we are all connected to each other, to nature, to this beautiful planet we call home. A people without a history is like the wind over buffalo grass. This proverb holds the weight of generations. It reminds us we are part of something bigger. Imagine the wind sweeping across buffalo grass. It leaves no trace, no memory. Disconnection from history is losing part of ourselves. Our history is our anchor. It's a source of strength and resilience. Like buffalo grass needs roots, we need our history. Close your eyes for a moment and let this proverb wash over you. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Isn't it powerful? It makes you consider the legacy you're building, the impact you're having on the world around you. Think about it. When a baby is born, it's a moment of pure joy. The world welcomes this new life with open arms, celebrating the potential it holds. But how often do we stop and think about the kind of impact we want to have during our time here? This proverb challenges us to live a life of purpose, a life filled with love, kindness, and generosity. It's a reminder that true fulfillment comes not from material possessions or accolades, but from the connections we forge and the difference we make in the lives of others. Imagine leaving this world knowing that you brought joy, love, and light into the lives of those around you. Imagine being remembered for your kindness, your compassion, your unwavering spirit. That, my friends, is a life well lived. Now this proverb, this one really speaks to the core of our being, doesn't it? It is less of a problem to be poor than to be dishonest. Think about that for a moment. True wealth comes from living a life of integrity. Dishonesty erodes trust and leaves us empty. So let us choose the path of integrity. Listen or your tongue will make you deaf. Isn't that powerful? This proverb reminds us of the importance of truly listening. In a world filled with noise, true listening is a rare gift. It challenges us to pause and truly hear others. When we listen, we open ourselves to understanding and connection. So today, let's listen more and speak less. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past. Wisdom is of the future. Wisdom is the ability to apply knowledge meaningfully. It guides our actions and aligns with our values. Seek wisdom to create a better future. Isn't this the truth, though? We spend so much of our lives searching. We think wisdom is something we can find outside of ourselves. But this proverb speaks to a different kind of wisdom. A wisdom that's about surrender. It's about letting go of the need to control, trusting that wisdom will reveal itself in time. Are we truly present in our own lives? Sometimes the wisest thing we can do is to simply let go and live. This proverb is straight-talking wisdom at its finest. It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk. We've all met those people, haven't we? Full of big words and empty promises. True power comes from what we do, not what we say. Align actions with words, let deeds speak. Be people of action, people of impact. Oh, this proverb, it gets me right here every time. We can never truly understand another person's journey until we've walked a mile in their shoes. We live in a world that's so quick to judge, but this ancient wisdom calls us to practice empathy. It's easy to judge from the outside looking in. How often do we take the time to truly listen, to walk in their moccasins, to feel the stones on their path? Imagine stepping into your neighbor's life. How would it change your perspective? How would it soften your heart? This proverb is a call for compassion. Everyone we meet is fighting a battle we know nothing about. Let's choose kindness over judgment. Let's strive to walk a few moons in each other's moccasins. This proverb, my friends, this proverb is a life lesson disguised as a simple saying. Those who have one foot in the canoe and one foot in the boat are going to fall into the river. It's about commitment, you see, about making a choice and sticking with it. Think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you were trying to do two things at once, but you couldn't fully commit to either one? Maybe you were trying to please two different people, or you were torn between two different paths in life. We've all been there. And what happens when you try to straddle two worlds like that? You end up right in the river. You don't make progress in either direction. You're stuck, my dear, stuck. This proverb is a reminder that sometimes in order to move forward, we have to make a decision and fully commit to it. It's like jumping into a cold lake. You can dip your toes in, test the water, but eventually you just got to take a deep breath and jump. That's how you experience the exhilaration, the freedom of moving forward. Day and night cannot dwell together. Now, on the surface, this proverb seems simple enough, right? We all know that when the sun's out, the moon takes a rest. But there's a deeper meaning here, my friends, a beautiful truth about the nature of life itself. Life is full of dualities, contrasts that exist side by side. Joy and sorrow, light and darkness, love and loss. We can't have one without the other. It's like trying to appreciate the beauty of a sunrise without acknowledging the peacefulness of the night that came before it. This proverb reminds us to embrace the whole spectrum of life, the good and the bad, the easy and the challenging. Don't fight against the natural order of things. Instead, learn to find balance, to appreciate the ebb and flow of life's experiences. When we learn to accept these dualities, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We begin to see the interconnectedness of it all, the way that darkness gives birth to light and how challenges can lead to incredible growth. Now this one really makes you think. Old age is not as honorable as death, but most people seek it. It's a powerful statement about how we view aging, about our relationship with time and the inevitability of death. In many cultures, old age is revered, seen as a time of wisdom and honor. But this proverb challenges that notion, doesn't it? It suggests that perhaps we place too much emphasis on simply living a long life, rather than living a life filled with purpose and meaning. It asks us to consider, are we truly living, or are we simply existing, waiting for the clock to run out? Are we contributing to the world, or are we merely taking up space? It's a tough question, but an important one to ask ourselves at any age. This proverb isn't meant to be morbid, my friends. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that life is precious and every day is a gift. It's an invitation to live with intention, to make each moment count, and to strive to leave a legacy that extends beyond our years. This proverb takes us on a journey beyond the veil. There is no death, only a change of worlds. Isn't that a powerful thought? It makes you stop and think, doesn't it? Think of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. It endures, it transforms. It continues on a different plane of existence. Everything on this earth has a purpose, every single thing. The trees, the rivers, the animals, even the rocks beneath our feet. And just like everything else in nature, we too have a purpose. We each have a unique gift to share with the world. It's something we cultivate from within. This proverb reminds us that our mission in life isn't some grand, elusive thing. It's about living authentically, embracing our strengths, and using them to make a difference in the world. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. This proverb speaks to the fleeting nature of our time here on earth. Our lives are but a flicker in the grand scheme of things. Cherish every moment, live with intention, and embrace the beauty of life. Have you ever looked up at a rainbow and felt a sense of awe? That wash of color across the sky, a bridge between heaven and earth. A reminder that even after the darkest storms, there's always beauty to be found. The Native American proverb says, "The rainbow is a sign from Him who is in all things." It's a message of hope, a promise whispered on the wind. So the next time you see a rainbow, take a moment to really see it. Let its beauty wash over you, and remember the promise it holds. When the buffalo are gone, we will hunt mice, for we are hunters and we want our freedom. This proverb speaks to a spirit that refuses to be broken. It's about adapting to survive, to thrive even in the face of change. Imagine a way of life so intertwined with the land. Yet there's no despair in this proverb. Instead, there's a quiet determination. This proverb isn't just about hunting. It's about the human spirit's innate desire for freedom. The natural world is a constant source of wisdom if we only know how to listen. The Native American proverb, "No river can return to its source, yet all rivers must have a beginning," speaks to life's journey. Change is inevitable. We are all moving forward. Imagine yourself as that river constantly flowing. There are moments of calm and moments of exhilarating rush, but you never stop flowing. Never try to fight the current. Clinging to the past hinders growth. Embrace the journey and accept life's constant flux. Remember that your children are not your own, but are lent to you by the Creator. It's a powerful reminder, isn't it? It makes you reflect on the gift and responsibility of parenthood. Our children are their own people, with unique spirits and destinies. We're entrusted with these souls to love and guide them, but we don't own them. We can't control their paths. It's about nurturing their independence and individuality. We're not alone in this journey. The Creator guides us. Our job is to love fiercely and trust they'll find their way. When we release control, that's when the real magic happens. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They talk to us, and if we listen, we can hear them. This proverb speaks to the interconnectedness of all living things. It invites us to open our hearts and minds to the wisdom of the natural world. When we take the time to slow down, something magical happens. We start to notice the subtle messages, the whispers of wisdom all around us. We're all connected, part of this beautiful, intricate web of life. The Great Spirit is in all things. He is in the air we breathe. This proverb reminds us of the sacredness of all creation. The Great Spirit is present in every breath, in every fiber of our being. Imagine the Great Spirit flowing through you, through the earth, the stars. It's a humbling and awe-inspiring thought. This proverb invites us to recognize the divine spark in all things, to live with reverence and gratitude for our interconnectedness. Seeing the Great Spirit in everything changes us. It softens our hearts, opens our minds, and fills us with wonder. We understand we are all connected, part of something greater. And that, my friends, is truly beautiful. This proverb, my goodness, it's like a mirror reflecting back on our very souls. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. It's about the legacy we build, the impact we have on the world around us. Every step we take leaves an imprint. Think about that. What are the tracks you're leaving behind? Are they filled with kindness, compassion, and love? So I ask you, my friend, what will your tracks say? This proverb speaks volumes about empathy and understanding. The bird who has eaten cannot fly with the bird that is hungry. It's a simple statement, yet it holds profound wisdom about the human experience. We all come from different walks of life, facing our own unique challenges and triumphs. When we've had our fill, when our bellies are full and our hearts content, it's easy to forget what it's like to be hungry. Hungry for nourishment, for love, for connection, for a helping hand. This proverb reminds us to look beyond ourselves, to open our hearts and truly see the struggles of others. Just because we may not be experiencing the same hunger doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It calls us to practice empathy, to try and understand the experiences of those around us, even if they're different from our own. Let's cultivate compassion in our hearts, to reach out a helping hand to those who are still searching for their fill. Remember, true strength lies not in our ability to ignore suffering, but in our willingness to see it, acknowledge it, and do what we can to alleviate it. We've journeyed through 25 Native American proverbs, each one a guiding star illuminating the path to a more fulfilling life. These teachings offer timeless wisdom that transcends cultures and generations. They're meant to be lived and embodied in our everyday lives. Reflect on the proverbs that resonated with you. Write them down, share them, and put them into practice. Go out and live these proverbs, and let's make the world a more beautiful place.